What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Fat to Fit. For the first time, I get to introduce to everybody out there my very good friend, Johnny Allen.
Nice to meet you.
This right here is going to be the co-host of the show from here on out,
That's
man.
right.
I appreciate you coming over.
Not a problem.
Spending your time with me. I know you don't get a whole lot of time off and everything.
Not lately. It's been pretty rough, but hey, we're going to do what we got to do.
But man, I know who you are, and people who watched our old show back in the day know who you are. But we're on a new show.
Yeah.
We're starting over from scratch again. So for people who don't know you yet, who was Johnny Allen before he started getting into fitness, man?
Well, back, I guess, before I had actually met Cody, I was pretty much an alcoholic. And I didn't say that. Back in the day, you drink a 12-pack a day. You didn't think you was an alcoholic. You just thought that's what people did,
No one wants to admit it when they...
No, and I did, and I smoked, and, I did everything else. And I got to thinking one day, I said, and actually, Corey, Cody's brother, was telling me, he said, is that the way you want to live your life? And I really didn't. So we started, all three of us got together and we started working out again. And I quit smoking, I quit drinking for the most part. We did still have some backsliding, both of us at the same time. We
all do something.
We did something crazy, it is what it is. But I changed my whole lifestyle. I changed everything. I started working out every day and don't drink very often. Maybe once a year. I'm not going to say I'm an angel by far, but I quit smoking. I quit doing everything I should because I want to live.
Now, we do have the occasional
exactly.
sip every now and again.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. When it's crown apple, what are you going to do? It's delicious.
Well, what moment in your life, even before you met my brother Corey and myself, at what point in your life did you realize something had to change?
When it was to the point, I think about 2012 is what I'm going to say, before I come to work at Geo. When you look down and all you see is belly.
Not even the tip?
No.
Come on, man.
It's got to change.
We've all been there.
When you look down and you see nothing but belly hanging, it's got to change. Because you got to look in the mirror and go, my wife's looking at this. This is what she sees. What would I do with that if I was her? I'd be like, get that fat ass away from me. That's that's part of it.
That's it, man. And that's something that plays in everybody's minds before they get into this kind of a thing,
Right.
That brings me to my next question. Did you always think fitness was for you, or did it feel completely foreign at first when you first started getting into working out and all dieting and all that stuff?
Well, actually in high school I did work out some, but I got away from it. You get out and go to partying and have fun. The second go round, I dove in it. Head first, feet first, whatever you want to call it. I did 100%. Dove 100% in it. I have not, since we started working out, probably 2015, 16, was it, somewhere in there?
Yeah, yep.
I might have missed a week.
Damn, so you've been consistent this entire 15 years?
I just have been doing consistent dieting. And that's all of us. I was pretty much working out to eat bad.
Bro, when people ask me questions about what the hardest part of working out is, that's
dieting.
That's my answer every single time.
It is. But the wife and I have got together and we're going to change. We're going to do a full carnivore diet. I know it's not great for your body, great for your arteries, but
if you do it right, it's okay.
We're going to eat vegetables like we should, and we're going to do it right.
Yeah, I've been doing carnivore now for years, and my blood work is perfect.
Yeah.
You just got to do it right. People get messed up on that diet because they'll start doing it, and then they'll fall off. And then they'll do it, and then they'll fall off. They start adding stuff that you shouldn't have on it, and that's what messes people up really bad.
Well, I did. Before I come to Geo, I weighed right at 300 and something pounds.
Come on.
And I did straight carnivore. I didn't do anything else. No carbs, zero, and I lost 80 pounds.
Yeah. So was that your very first starting weight ever? Like what was your heaviest weight?
My heaviest weight that I ever did walking around was 325.
325.
Yeah.
Wow. And you're down to what right now?
Right now I'm 240. I was, honestly,
keep in mind, Johnny's 6 foot what?
6 foot tall, but 2 months ago I was down to 220 or 215. And that was what my goal weight was. And some stuff happened with my blood work, and not going to go into it, but I started binge eating the wrong thing. And I'm not going to do that again. This time I want to live because I got friends that, I care for. And yeah, exactly. And the wife I care for, and I want to be here. I don't want to die from, I'm not saying when it's my time, but I don't want to die from eating the wrong thing.
Oh, definitely not. And then especially when you have grandbabies and stuff like that.
Right.
Like we got to be here for our people, So when you first got into training, what kind of training did you start with and why?
I guess, I got into heavy lifting because I was an idiot. That's the answer.
We all guilty of that one.
I thought, the more weight you move, the better you are. We got to, we're trying to get big. We're trying to get swole. We're trying to get the whole 9 yards. I want to get the best shape I'm in. I didn't want to do cardio. What the hell? The hell with that bicycle. The hell with that road machine. I wanted to get swole. Well, guess what? Not the right way.
And we all do it when we start off, especially when you're younger. When you're younger, lifting heavy is what you think you want to do because that's what everybody you see in magazines are doing on TV.
That's what they force you. This is the way. It's like the women they show on TV. These women weigh 75, 80, 100 pounds, is 5 foot tall, and they tell all women that's what you're supposed to look like. That's bull crap.
And that's true.
Honestly, to me, that's a turn off. That just is not for me. If a woman don't have some meat, I don't need to see it.
That's it, and I covered that in my last video. People are having unrealistic expectations of what they should look like as naturals. Johnny's natural as you can be. I'm as natural as you can be.
Yeah.
Granted, we're both on TRT.
Well,
we got older, and then levels drop. It happens.
I'm 55 years old.
It's like I told people, I might be on TRT, but I don't consider it not natural because I'm not taking a superficial amount.
No. We're probably you're taking a little bit more than I am. I think I'm supposed to be taking a half a cc a week. If I do miss it, I do take a cc every 2 weeks, whatever, I don't go above my test usually runs about 650 to 700 max.
And that's totally within normal ranges. We're not blasting 1400.
No.
Getting really
8 bottles a week, some 5,000 milligrams of tren. No, that ain't happening.
So you started off lifting heavy and everything, like most people do. We all do it and everything. At what point did you realize that it was time to change the approach?
When everything started hurting the wrong way. When you get up, your shoulders hurt, your joints hurt, your elbows hurt, your hips hurt, which I have another problem with hip. That was something else. But
that was my fault.
Well, I'm not going to say that. It just happened. But yeah, everything hurt. When I got up in the morning and it was not fun to go to the gym, that's when it had to change.
Yep.
Because my gym is my drug. I don't do alcohol, I don't smoke, I don't do anything. But if I miss the gym, it just hits me. I don't know. It's weird.
It's a mental game, man. If I miss the gym, I feel like a fat ass for the rest of the week.
Exactly. Or if I have not ate a McDonald's hamburger in probably 8 to 10 years. And that's not exaggerating. That's being serious. I have not.
I'm in the same boat with you, bro.
If I eat any fast food, if I'm on vacation, I feel like I weigh 3,000 pounds heavier than what I normally do. It just feels like, you just don't feel bad. It's horrible.
That's the crazy thing about actually getting into fitness and actually getting fit. After you've locked in your diet for so long, people don't realize it. When you eat healthy for so long, when you finally do eat something bad, you feel it go through your body.
Yeah.
I know I do.
Yeah, it just feel like, ugh. Like, it's just a bad feeling.
Sugar is what messes me up because I have high insulin. Yeah. That's something that I was diagnosed with was insulin resistance. So if I eat sugar, which is my second drug, I feel it and I feel horrible. My heart starts racing, all that kind of stuff.
And what's bad is I have hyperglycemia. So if my sugar drops, I have to eat something. Yeah, so it's just I have to continue to eat constantly.
Ain't that about us, bitch?
Yeah, it's things that happen,
That's good. Did self-doubt ever creep in the back of your mind from time to time?
Every day. There's no, growing up, I was fat ass. Point blank, there's no excuse. I had parents my dad would call me that. On a regular. That I guess back in the day, that's what I was raised. But, you'd always hear, if you don't do something, blah, 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 whatever. So if I look in the mirror, every single day, all I see is a fat person, no matter what it is. I guarantee if I lost down and I was perfect, I'd still see a fat person. It's just,
look, I tell people this all the time and I forget who I read it from and it was their quote, but they said the first time you entered the gym and decided to make a change was the first day that you would be disappointed with how you look for the rest of your life.
Exactly.
And that really is kind of how it is. I'm never happy with myself either, no matter what. I will not take my shirt off still to this day on a beach.
Either. Same thing.
You know, always been like that.
We went on a cruise, and I was tanning on the top. We had to say, you're laying out because what else you going to do? And I was self-conscious the whole time. Nobody looked at me. Don't get me wrong. I mean, people weren't going, oh, man, look at that fat. Nobody said nothing because there's a lot more people up there out of shape than I was. It just, in my mind, I was thinking everybody passed thought I was fat. It's weird.
That's how it is, man.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, you know exactly. I mean, you're in the same boat I'm in.
Yep,
and we're paddling in a circle. It's just weird.
I really want to reiterate to people out there, like, we're both naturals. So our genetics limit us to a certain point. We can only get so skinny and so shredded. We're not. Right. You can tell by looking at us, even in the camera right there. We're not small frame individuals. No. We're built to be big. We should have probably been born hundreds of thousands of years ago with a battle axe in our hands.
Right. Yeah, exactly right.
But however your genetics are designed, that's what predetermines how far you go.
Exactly.
The point to all of it, really, to me, is like, how healthy can you get and stay that way for as long as you can to keep living? You know.
Yeah, 100%.
And like you kind of answered this already, but I'm gonna ask you it again anyways. How did you handle comparing yourself to other people in the gym or online?
It's a battle every day, even today. You know, you go in the gym and you see somebody in there working out. You wanna, if they lifting 50 pounds or 60 pounds, you think in the back of your mind, I gotta lift that. Why? If I don't lift that, they're gonna look at me like I'm weak. You know what I'm saying. It's just the way it is. You see them over there, and this little guy's benching 225, knowing you can't bench 225.
And that goes all the way till nowadays.
It's horrible. It's really horrible, and that's from people on the internet and TikTok and all this other crap, which I don't have. But it's
everywhere.
If you don't bench 315, you might as well not be a man.
Yeah.
You know, and 25 years ago, that didn't mean crap. But nowadays, man, if you can't bench 315, oh Lord.
Well, I do have TikTok and all the social medias. I try to keep up with it, especially having the
right,
channel.
yes, yeah.
And there's a trend going around right now, and there's videos going around saying 225 is the new standard.
Yeah.
There's a very small percentage of men in the world.
They can bench 225.
That's right. That can even do that.
You know, I would say 40%, 50%. If in the gym world, if you're walking the street, not going to happen.
That's it.
No.
Gym culture, people don't realize that gym culture is a very small culture. To us, it's humongous because that's all we know. We go to the gym all the time. We're always on media. You see it everywhere. But there's only like maybe 8% of the population that goes to the gym.
And the thing about it is, can we bench 225? Yeah, no problem. Do we? No.
And that brings me to my next question. Now we're going to get into it, Johnny.
Yeah.
What injuries, plateaus, or setbacks almost made you quit or made you change how you do everything?
Neck
injury.
Exactly
what kind of neck injury?
Had to have cages put in my neck. Disc went out in my neck. And I'm not sure exactly if that happened from the gym. I had a wreck years ago. But once it went in there and you have no feeling on the left side of your body or your muscles don't actually contract, you change. You start getting scared, like, am I going to be able to do this again?
I remember you started fighting your left pec not having feeling in it.
Right, at all. And and the funny thing is, you know, that surgery was done probably 2014 or 16. I don't remember. It was before COVID. So, I mean, but today, I'm finally starting to get it. I thought I was a few years ago. I said, but now I can actually squeeze it and feel it contract.
That's good.
Before, nothing. I mean, nothing. It was weird.
And take it from me, I trained with Johnny for all these years. You know, on and off, we have trained on and off together, and I've seen Johnny fight through this. It was still growing. It was still being...
I couldn't feel it. It was weird. I mean, I just could not feel it there. I mean, it had to be growing because there's no way I was benching 225 one arm.
No, we've been up to 315 and going.
No, I mean, but that ain't gonna happen again. I'm not doing that. No.
Well, how did your body fight back during fat loss or conditioning? How hard is it for you? Because I know I fight it, and it's a pain in the booty for myself to drop even a pound.
Well, you know, the biggest problem about it is even on a diet, they tell you don't get on the scale every day, but a fat person is hard not to.
That's right.
You know, so you get on the scale and you fight and you fight and you fight and you look at the scale and you gain 5 pounds or you gain 4 pounds. Then all of a sudden you're thinking, why the hell am I doing this? Then you go running in the kitchen and say, oh man, I got cookies. Let me eat one of these cookies or whatever. It's just a psychological game that it's not going to stop.
That's right.
I've got to stop it myself. That's, and I told Cody, I'm quitting, and I hate to use this because but I'm going to quit lying to myself. I'm going to quit saying, oh, I'm going to do this, and then I don't do it. If I don't quit lying to myself, what am I doing?
Oh, well, look, I'm a procrastination king at times.
Right. I mean, if we don't quit lying and saying, okay, we're not going to do this, why we're doing it? We're going to do it this time. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Cody's done lost, 20, 30 pounds. I mean, he looks great.
I'm up to almost 60 pounds lost now.
Yeah, I mean, well, there you go. It's a lot, and that's because of the medical problems that I begged him to go to the doctor, and he finally did, and it made a huge difference.
And there's a true story. Johnny told me what was wrong with me long before I listened to it, because I was still being young and dumb, like a lot of people are. Even though we're not young and dumb, I still act like I'm young and dumb. And no, it was a battle. I couldn't lose weight, literally.
No.
And I tell people that, and I have a picture, and I'll put it right there for you guys.
Yeah.
There was a moment where I saw myself in the picture for our old show, Natty Neighbors, and I saw it, and I was like, something's wrong.
Yeah. Well, I knew something was wrong. I mean, we used to work out hard all the time, and then it got to the point where after 5 minutes, Cody's like, something's wrong. I can't do this. And I knew something wrong. There was no doubt in my mind. Because he used to push me to the limit. He was so much stronger than I was. And then it got to the point where he wasn't. And I'm thinking, something ain't right.
Nope. And that's before I even knew I had a heart condition.
Right. Yeah.
Well, so we covered injuries. We covered how you got started and everything. Let's do some lifestyle sacrifices. Because everybody that's involved in going to the gym knows it takes some time. So what did you have to give up to stay consistently going to the gym, if anything? Well,
you basically have to give up some of your sleep, give up some of your time with your spouses, give up some of you going out to eat, because you don't want to go out and eat because it's bad food.
Going out with friends.
You don't want to go out with friends. You don't want to go out to parties, because you'll get tempted. Because it costs so much money to do this, to eat right, especially nowadays. I mean, everything's going up nowadays, but people's salary. You go to the store, meat's 3 times as high as it used to be.
Especially steaks and stuff. Oh my Lord!
And here's one for you. My wife cleans the gym, and she got a paper on how much it's going to be for the gym fees starting January 1st of this year. If you sign up for a gym for 1 year, it's $67 or $65 a month. 2 years is $57 a month.
Ooh, that's not bad for 2. If you're paying for 2, well,
we were paying $40-something. 30. When we started, I was paying $25 a month. That's how long ago it's been.
Yep, same here.
Now it's double that.
And it's about to be triple.
Well, it's not going to be for me. I mean, if it goes that high, I'm not going there. I mean, we go to Planet Fitness. They can say all they want to. The machines are great. You get everything you want for the price it is. You can go tan. They've got 50,000 different machines that's going to work you out. I don't care. And you can't say you can't get big there. That's bullcrap, because they got massive men that work out in that place.
Come on now.
Yeah. And I'm not trying to promote them. Don't get me wrong. But for $27 a month, 26, whatever, you can't beat it.
No, it's a good price. So whenever you made the change and you started sacrificing a lot of time and all that to do what you had to do to get to go to the gym all the time, how did friends and family react when your priorities changed? Even in the very beginning, when you started making the change and they noticed you going a completely different direction.
Well, my wife was excited, because you go from drinking and smoking to trying to get healthy. Because both my dad and my mom died. My dad for sure for massive heart failure, and my mom's health was not the greatest. My wife seen it as to where I wanted to put all that aside and live longer. So she was happy. I mean, my kids were happy. Everybody was happy that I was trying to live longer, prolong death for them, I mean, and that's what all of them should be. People should not, if somebody stops to go to the gym, you shouldn't down anybody for trying to be better to live longer.
I agree with that 100%. You should encourage anybody that wants to make the change. Because I tell you right now, it's a long, hard road, especially as a natural, to try to go down the road of fitness, especially for gentlemen getting above their 30s.
Yeah.
The game changes when you hit 30 now.
Especially, and then if you're young and working out in the gym, please, whatever you do, don't laugh at somebody or don't laugh around somebody or whatever, because they won't come back.
That's right.
They'll be done. That's it. I'm out.
I said that in my last video. You don't know how long it takes some people to build the courage up to make that walk through the doors for the first time, So welcome anybody that you see coming into your gym newly. moving on, man. Let's cover some lessons learned the hard way, which we both know a good deal about now. We might save somebody some pain and aches right now. What's something you did early on that you would never recommend now?
Bad form deadlifting. You hurt your back, your knees, your legs, everything. I thought, I'm over there straining, lifting 400 or 500 pounds, and that's probably what's wrong with my hip today. I'm not going, Cody didn't. We was doing dips, and I lost my hip blew out. I mean, and still today I can't hardly do anything. But I think the bad form deadlifting's what done it. And when I got a coach to teach me how to do it, to show me, and I'm thinking, oh my God, was that bad? And then I realized, yep, I was that bad.
I never realized that, people.
No.
And I'll tell everybody, people look at me in the gym and they look at me like I'm crazy. And I haven't asked them why, but I'm pretty sure it's because of my size versus the little bit of weight that I'm using to work out with.
Me too.
And that's the same reason why, Don't sacrifice good form for more weight.
Well, I mean, last time Cody and I worked out, I think the heaviest we went was 25 pounds, maybe. Maybe 30s. And my arms was so pumped and hurt for about 2 or 3 days because of that. And it does it every time. And it's funny because we used to lift 60, 70 pounds and we would just get tired. Well, this way you got to do a lot more reps. And it's crazy.
Now we're going to cover that in another video.
Yeah. Too. I'm sorry, I didn't tell you.
No, you good. You good, man. What's one fitness myth that you believed back when we were younger that turned out to be total bullshit? Because we've all fell for the game at some point in time, especially with all the marketing. Like protein powder is one of my favorite ones.
I want to say pro hormone. All it basically was steroids in the bottle, basically. And all it really did to you was throw a bunch of water weight on you. Yeah, you got big. As soon as you quit taking it because it's bad for your health, kills your kidneys, your livers, everything you got, it dropped the weight in about a month. You shrink down way smaller than what you were to start with. So, and I think that's still out there. I don't know. I know somebody that's taken it or took something, it wasn't called pro hormones anymore, but... No.
Yeah, man. Look, we all learned the hard way, and everyone dabbles and everyone falls for it. Because it's a big thing in marketing nowadays. Everybody that's in fitness has their own brand.
Yeah.
They all have their own protein shakes now. They all swear they work better than other ones.
Well,
they all have different beautiful labels on them. They're big, bright, shiny. They make you want to see it right when you walk by it on the shelf. And to be honest, most of it's all the same shit.
Well, and research it too, because I watched a video years ago about them taking protein powder. And I'm not going to say the names of the people, but it was like 15 different protein powder and 80% had lead in it.
Ooh, yeah.
That was because, because anything to do with fitness does not have to go through the inspection that regular food does. So they can add their inert ingredients, and no matter what, ain't no telling what it could be. But I don't remember. All I remember was muscle milk was one of them that they didn't have it in it. I remember that.
Mm-hmm. And believe it or not, that's what I had for breakfast this morning. Yeah. I still stick with them.
I drink Ensure. It's a funny thing, I know I'm older, but it's cheaper for me to buy 20 gram of protein Ensure than I can buy the regular protein drink. This 30 grams, and I'll drink 2 of these to,
Hey, look, in this economy and world that we're living in now, you do what you got to do to make it.
Exactly.
People don't realize to me, the diet and having everything diet-wise lined up and right is the hardest part. Not only just to stay on track, eating the right thing all the time, but the price of everything.
Exactly, yes.
Like you said earlier, the price of meat is outrageous right now. So eating lean steak and all that stuff's out the window. So how are you going to compromise and make up for that?
And then that's another thing too. I can't hardly eat beef anymore. It tears me up on my stomach and everything for the gas or whatever. So basically, I'm eating fish and chicken and turkey and pork and stuff like that, and it's no better. I mean, it's expensive.
Oh yeah, it's all
extremely.
High. Yep. Now you know what's cheap? Rice. Noodles, beans, all them carb-filled foods. That's the cheapest stuff.
And the bad thing is, brown rice is not bad for you, but it takes 18 hours to cook it.
Right.
You almost have to cook it a week ahead of time to eat it. That's rough.
And I appreciate you telling me your wife's recommendations on that stuff, because that trick right there worked.
It works, yeah.
Adding that broth to it, my Lord, changed the game. Well, man, let's move on along to wins and turning points. What's the first moment you noticed and felt a change when you started working out and everything? Is there a specific time that you finally walked by the mirror and was like, okay, this is starting to work. I'm on to something.
I'm pretty sure there probably is. And it's just been a game for me. I mean, I've noticed lately that I'm looking better than I ever have been.
Oh, you look great now. For sure.
But I think I was at a gym in Gonzales, and I remember I had a blue shirt on, and a guy complimented me and said, "Man, you looking good compared to what you used to look like." That was the time I'm thinking, man, it might be working.
I'll tell you right now, getting a compliment from another man in a gym,
exactly.
That'd make your leg pop in the movies.
Yeah, because then all of a sudden your titties roll up, you're like, oh yeah, because you felt better. You really did. I mean,
that's good. You've been at it for a long time with it. You've been going hard now.
But I mean, my diet, this is the first year that I've really is going to be strict about it.
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I didn't mean to cut you off.
No.
Was there a specific achievement that made it feel like it's all been worth it so far?
When you see the tip.
I'll have a drink of that. I'm going to pour myself one with you.
Yes, sure. Why not?
Oh, man.
No, I mean, that was an achievement, but whenever... And I'm not you trying to get personal, but whenever you can go for 30, 40 minutes in the bedroom without a thought, that's an achievement. And before 10 minutes, I was passing out.
Look, man, to seeing the tip, buddy.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, man, that's some dangerous stuff right
I know,
there.
I'm telling you.
Look, not everybody has been unfortunate enough to be heavyweight or overweight like we have before,
No.
So seeing the tip's a funny joke, but at the same time...
Yeah, well, I'm being serious.
It's a real thing.
It sounds funny, but whenever you can't hardly see your feet or anything else, and then all of a sudden you can, it's a big deal. It really is.
All right. If you got children watching this, now's the point in time where you're going to have to turn the camera off, turn the show off, or cover their ears up, or tell them to go into the other room at the moment. The next question is going to hit hard for a lot of men out there, okay? How did fitness start affecting other areas in your life?
Well, like I said, you go into the bedroom and you could last 30, 40, 50 minutes or whatever and not even think about it. It's a big deal. Or right now, I mean, I'm 55 years old and I get around like I'm 30 years old when I'm working. I don't stop all day. I steadily get it. I got to do what I got to do. Now, does it affect me when I get home? Of course it does.
This ain't no office job he's talking about now. This is turning wrenches and busting ass every day.
Climbing, it's not. But if I sit down, it gets me. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I'm old. It's not like. Well, I'm not. So I'm not gonna say that. I'm not allowed to say that. I am getting seasoned. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, there we go.
I'm getting seasoned, and right now I still got Tony Satchery's on me, but I feel like I might be getting to the mold point.
There we go. What would you say to anybody out there right now who feels stuck? Because we've all been there before. We've all hit plateaus. We've all felt stuck. What's a good piece of advice for anybody feeling like that?
Don't give up. I mean, keep going. Everybody gets on a plateau. And it's what you have to do when you get to a plateau, you completely change up everything you're doing. Not like if you're in a certain routine of going and doing the same thing. I'm going to do arms today. I'm going to do this. 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 Research it. There's so much information out there. Change up your arm exercises. Go to a different style. Do something different. Do whatever. Mm-hmm. Because once your muscles get used to what you're doing, or your body gets used to what you're doing, it's going to plateau no matter what.
Oh, yeah.
Because it doesn't need... why should we grow when we're doing the same thing over and over and over again? We don't never hardly do the same exercise back to back. We'll swap it up no matter what. And a lot of people don't do that. They'll get a book out and they'll write it down. I did this, I did this, I did this. And next week, they're doing the exact same thing. You can't do that because you're going to plateau.
That's right. And I tell people the same thing. You got to keep it fun.
Right. And the same thing with weight. They tell you, and like I said, I'm guilty of this. Don't look at the scale.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times your body shrinks, but your weight doesn't. Because, your fat goes away, but when you start building muscle, it takes up the same space,
Especially in the beginning. Do not get on the scale.
No.
Go by the mirror.
Yeah.
Because that mirror is not going to lie to you.
No.
It's going to let you know if your diet's on point or if you need to cut back a little bit more. But more importantly, I don't know, maybe I need to preach this a little bit more often to people too. And I'm not trying to tell nobody what to do. I never will.
No.
Because all we're trying to tell you all about is what works for us.
Right.
But a good piece of advice I would give to everybody is if it gets boring, if you get stuck, do not be scared to take a week off and rest.
No.
Because that is just as important, if not more sometimes, than all the work and dieting you're doing.
And I'm guilty of not doing that.
Oh, I am too.
And I need to do that. I really do. Big time. Because my muscles are not getting the rest that they need to get. Now, 2 weeks ago, I was severely sick, last week actually, so I didn't work out at all. And that's the first rest week I've had since July of last year.
And the whole time you laid up, it's in your head.
Exactly.
It's messing with you.
I'm wanting to go to the gym sick, and I just didn't do it.
That's it. Well, what's more important in your opinion? Discipline or motivation, and why?
Honestly, I think motivation. Because there's nothing better than somebody telling you you're doing a good job, or you looking great, or that what you're doing is working, man. Look at you. You're doing you look better than you ever have in your life.
That'll keep you going.
Exactly.
Right there.
You're determined. Then your determination will come. Well, I'm going to do this because he said I look good, and the more I do this, the better I'm going to look. That's my thought.
Amen. I guess in closing, as we're coming to the end now.
Yes, sir.
What does fitness mean to you now? And is it a phase or a lifestyle?
No, my fitness now to me is a lifestyle. I can't miss it. If I don't go to the gym, I feel like I'll gain weight. And it's not as psychological, I get it. But I want to live. I want to live for everybody around me. I want to live for my wife. I want to live for my kids, my friends. I want to live so I can work. I don't want to lay up and not be able to do anything. If somebody asks me, say, look, do you want to go mountain climbing? Shit, yeah, I want to go I want to go mountain climbing. We're going to get it done. But yeah, that's exactly what I believe.
See, that's why I came up with the slogan on here. I really didn't come up with the slogan. My grandmother did before she passed. And it was something we always told each other. And she always said it. You keep moving forward.
Keep moving forward. Exactly right.
The moment you decide to stop and you quit moving, especially in your upper or later years, that's when it's going to go downhill, everyone.
Yeah, don't look in the rearview mirror because you might not like what you see. Keep going forward. Yes, sir. I believe that.
Well, what would you say is the next chapter for you physically and mentally?
Well, like I said, I have a goal this year that the wife and I was going to do. We're going to lose weight. My goal I don't know if I'm going to do it, but we're supposed to get remarried this year.
Come on.
Yeah, that was the plan, but I just don't see the money. I'm going to try. I really am going to try, but I just don't see the money in the plans, but that's the goal for the year.
We're going to make it happen.
Yeah, we're going to try.
Make it happen, man. Well, dude, it's been a great journey over the last 15 years hanging out with you.
Yes, sir.
And we've been through a lot of ups and downs. We will make some workout videos sooner or later.
Yeah. We might give you some snippets. We're not going
to
We're not going to go into this boring, let's push this and that. We're going to give you some good stuff.
Yeah, I think giving folks out there good advice is way more important than making another bro channel.
I got you. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, man, I appreciate you taking your only day off in months to come out here and hang out.
Hey.
It's been a blessing. It's been a good ride.
We hadn't checked the phone yet.
That's it. And you know what? For anybody out there, if you've learned anything, or if any of this advice has helped you, please drop it down in the comments below. Let us know some of your challenges and things that you've been through. And we will see you in the next one. And don't forget, everybody, to always keep moving forward.
Yes, sir.
All right. Nice having you on.
You too, buddy.
Hopefully we'll do this again soon.
Yes, sir.